What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. For those who got the replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications with these live chats, which are few and far between as of late. You can take part in live chat with us. So, back, been a long ass week, still sick, on the upswing, but right on cue, and coughing like crazy. It was hell to carb up. Did not really peak the way I would have liked to, but we still had a good show and had a good time. Gave them young fellas hell. I was the old man for Classic Physique Open and Novice for sure. I was the only Masters participant that didn't participate in anything other than just Masters in Classic Physique. It was all a bunch of young 20-year-olds and me that did the other classes for Classic Physique. So it was a good time. A bunch of great people, great event, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll get into that in just a little bit. As far as what we're wearing today, the newest light blue flanker, Capri in Love, Fig mixed with light blue's DNA. That's okay. I don't think it's special. I know some people are a huge fan of it. It's not my favorite Fig fragrance. Not my least favorite Fig fragrance. Definitely not my favorite light blue. But it's solid. I like it. Above average kind of stuff, I put it, I wouldn't call it one of the 10 best designers released this year. Same as Born in Roma Extra Dose, but I do like it, quite a bit. Pretty good release, solid release for them. Let's see, what else did I want to cover? That's pretty much it. We just kind of jump into it. We're going to just randomly chat. Maybe later this week we'll be live again. I promise Kaylin, who I'm about to jump all over that bitch's ass in a second. Kaylin and Jason, that we would do some of the decants that they had sent me. So the next live stream will be to do some decant sniffing. So aside from that, I'm just get caught up. I'm just about done with my Blue Jolly Rancher C4. Got a giant smart water that we'll be doing in a moment. Actually weighed 2 pounds less last night than I did at check-in. Like I'm flat. I'm small. I did not fill out. I've been eating kind of like shit the last 2 days, intentionally eating a lot of candy to try to fill out some glycogen. And the shit is just not working. I mean, back to my normal diet. My appetite's back. Thank God I ate all of my food today that I was supposed. Today's the first normal eating day I've had as far as eating my entire meals in like 8 days. So being sick has sucked. Terrible timing. So June 21st, going to be a different peak week this time around. And I'm actually going to do physique as well. I'm going to grab some shorts. And because I noticed at the 2 shows I've done now, a lot of people do physique and classic or do classic and open bodybuilding. And it's like, why the hell not? I know the poses. It's only really 2 poses and a bunch of flair into the same 2 poses over and over for physique. So I'm going to grab me some board shorts and do Masters over 40. And Novice. What the hell? I'll add those 2 classes. And because I'm just registered for Open and Masters over 40 for Classic Physique for the Riptide. So I'll do 4 classes, 2 divisions. Because it's going to be a while before I compete again. And you never know what could happen. It could be the last time I compete ever. So I want to have the experience. So I'm going to do Physique and Classic Physique for this. I haven't sprung it on my coach yet. I'm going to see him tomorrow. But I already registered for them. I mean, I'm doing them. It's my fucking money. I'm going to do what I want anyway. But so I'm going to do that shit. Let's get caught up on the chat. We got 91. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up on the way in. It does help. Who knows who's going to show up? I appreciate those of you that do. Precipitants. No clue, Patrick. No clue. I'm going to get you in just a moment. Hez Parfums Jungle Juice. Wanted to get more, but his prices are crazy now. I haven't looked in a long time. I wouldn't know. Congrats on the show. Amorous Ohm Extract, MFK, and then Scent of the Evening, Prada Amber Port Ohm. That's a beautiful fragrance. John, good to see you. Lalique Equus. I wore that one recently. Mancera Holidays, beautiful sunscreen coconut fragrance. Definitely some good stuff. Thank you, sir. LeBeau EDT, can't go wrong there. Welcome, Ruben Smells Stuff. Welcome to the membership. So this is what I'm talking about I'm going to get him, because common sense stuff. So, guys, just because Kalen's a buddy of mine doesn't mean he can't get it like a random genius that lacked common sense can't get it on my channel. So am I the only human person that when I want to buy something that knows how to search for something on the internet and go shopping? Because everybody wants me to shop for him. So he'd rather wait and ask me and hope I point him in the direction instead of saying, man, I really like that backpack that you showed a couple of days ago. And in that couple of days, I could have went and bought one by going, look. So I'm going to just wait and ask. And maybe you'll just give me a link and I could be a lazy motherfucker instead of going by it. Now, the reason I'm going so hard on Kalen is because he piled on a little bit by calling me grouchy. So now I'm going to be grouchy and we're going to play the common sense game. And I'm going to go shopping for you. I'm going to be your personal shopper on a split screen here in just a moment, sir. Oh, yes. We're doing this for sure. We're going to play Kalen. We're not going to be lazy anymore. That's what we're going to do. Kalen's officially the example. This is what I said. I don't know. Could search for one on Google like a grown adult boy. And boy, he didn't like that. And now I'm doubling down. Yeah, it was given to me. So I have a blue one. And I got a desert camo one that was one of the gifts for the goodie bag. You know, it's, hey, I like that. I'd like to give, just gym backpack, camo backpack. You know, just the not so common thing, the common sense, Google search, gym backpack. You know, so actually let's just do that now. I'm thinking, let's keep it simple. Instead of Google, let's just go to Amazon. I think Amazon would be easy. Look, there's some right there. When you type in camo gym backpack. Well, I'll be damn. Look here. Look at the fuck what in the hell happens when you type in Amazon camo gym fucking backpack. Ain't this the some bitch right here? Look there. Look there. Gray digital camo, $40. They got black. They got gray. They got military green. They got tan. They got some pink cheetah looking shit. They got pink camouflage. They got red. They got pink plaid. This is just one listing. Look how fucking easy this was right there, Kaylin. Holy shit. They got other black. They got other army green. They got other tan. I'm guessing it's just a different size. They got red. They got America. They got white. They got that digicamo. I'm partial to that digicamo right there. Look at red right there. Look at. Look, they got different ones, different sizes. Holy shit. If only it was so easy to go look for something that you want to fucking buy by typing in a couple of descriptive words in some sort of search bar on some type of platform on this interwebs that you could fucking buy the products that you might be looking to fucking buy. If only common sense were so fucking common, Mr. Kalen S. So there's your grouchy boy that woke up on the wrong side of the bed, because that had to be the laziest thing you could have said was, I'd like to go buy one. It's fucking easy. Now, look, if he got butt hurt, Kalen, I don't give a holy half a fuck if this upset you. I was going in on you for this one because that's the laziest shit I've seen in a while. You lazy motherfucker. You lazy fuck. There's your rant, guys. Kalen got it today. That is, I just could not believe when he typed that. How fucking lazy do you have to be to not be able to search for something you want to shop for on the internet? It was literally that simple, that quick and easy. So he's either going to take it in stride, he's laughing his ass off, or he's really fucking mad at me and I'll never see him again. And Kalen, I want you to know this. I committed and doubled down on this. If I lose you, motherfucker, I just lose you. I don't care, because that was unexcusably lazy in my opinion. So buck up, buttercup, or bounce. One of the two. So Donald, good to see you, sir. Congratulations on first, second, and fifth place finishes over the weekend, rocking Seraphine Blue, which I wore yesterday as well. Like I said, he's either dying laughing or he's mad as shit that I went in on him like that. I'm good either way, Kalen. I'm good either way. I want you to know that. Afternoon, Ross. Great work put in for your shows. Xena. I don't think I've ever heard of Xena. Xena Imperial. I mean, Imperial Blue sounds like a fragrance I might like, but it's got blue in the name, right? Xena, I've never heard of, though. Musk Therapy, I'm kind of different on that one. I haven't smelled it in years, though, at this point. Kenneth, good to see you, sir. Mephisto, personal favorite. Amouage Search, I still haven't tried. Smoky Key Lime Pie. Sounds like something that would be good. Sole d'Italy is fantastic. Kind of like a similar tone to the original light blue. A little deeper, a little better quality. I mean, it's better in many ways. Good one, though. One of Mancera's best freshies. Amouage Sunshine Man. Been a long time since I smelled that one. Adonis Awakens, one of the best rose fragrances ever created. I appreciate that. Thanks, sir. See someone's hard work paying off. I appreciate that. Yeah, it could have been better, could have been worse. I'm not in the mood. That's why Kalen got it. I'm not in the mood for dumb shit, lazy motherfuckers, any of that shit. I'm severely under the weather. I'm dog ass tired. I was able to really give as much effort as I could at the gym today. I didn't even do cardio today. It's just the rebound, the bounce back after this rough ass week is kind of a motherfucker right now. So Aventus Cologne still my favorite from them. Simone Angelotti Tolum Junglescape. Never tried that one, Joel. Can't be here for the live. We'll catch up tomorrow. Big congrats from Yorkshire, first, second, and fifth. Appreciate that. Observe. Aaron Terrence Hughes Aura and F. Le Parfum. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Happy Memorial Day to all, especially anyone active or retired. Saffron Cologne, my favorite. Man, that's such a good fragrance. That stuff wows me every time I smell it. No mukbangs for me, sir. And I've actively eaten kind of like shit all day today. Like I ate a lot of candy today that I shouldn't have eaten, like Jolly Rancher gummies and stuff like that. And I like a lot of them. Like I've been actively trying, Reese's and stuff like that last night, trying to just pour in the glycogen, even spill over, because fuck it. Like I didn't carb up enough. So I had a lot of room to work with. And it's not working. I'm not going to keep going. I'm going to chill, back to reality tomorrow. But Imaginary Authors, Oh Unknown, never tried that one. See, that's what made me double down on him right there. So, all right, motherfucker, I'm going to get you. See, I'm going to get you. Don't you worry. That is a personal choice. It's solid cheaping. It smells good. It doesn't last long, but it smells really good. Welcome, sir. Welcome. The 14 days has passed. Budget fragrance reviews. Thank you, sir. I was pretty shredded. The oil that they use they didn't use much. So I didn't really have much of a shine going. I was pretty lean for the most part. I was one of the leanest, but I also have the loose skin. I was also the guy that previously was very overweight at one point in life, whereas the rest of them clearly were not, because none of them have loose skin. So that's something that I have working against me at all times, both self-consciously and just in reality. It works against you. It just does. Tight, lean 22-year-old that's a little bit more muscular. Doesn't matter if I'm leaner than him. I got the looser skin, and maybe I'm not quite as big. So there you, because we're all the height cap is 5'7". So we're all under 5'7". I was 5'6.5" is what I measured out to barefoot. So we're all in that 5'4" to 5'7" range. Everybody that I was competing against, most of them were like 5'6", so we were all pretty much the same height. It's just they were a little bit bigger than me because I weighed in at 168. The weight cap's 180. 5 pounds of lean muscle is a lot when you're down to single-digit body fat percentage. 5 pounds of muscle is a big difference on somebody. When you're all around, let's say anywhere from 5 to 10% body fat. Because I was 4% body fat was what I measured out to before I left with the calipers. So, and I think I look better today than I did on stage, honestly. Because I was able to fill out a little bit more, but I appreciate the compliments, guys. I really do. Like I said, I just had a good time. I don't go in, look, confidence. Yeah, you want to go into, I'm going to win. I'm going to do this. I want to get a chance at overall. Yeah, you got to have that confidence going into it. Reality is what it is. Just go out, have a good showing. It's not up to you. It's up to the judges. You don't know who you're going to step on stage against, what the competition is going to look like. But the camaraderie backstage is great. That's 2 shows in a row now where there's a bunch of great people backstage, and the people I shared stage with. Not one person rubbed the wrong way, nothing. Everybody's cool. Everybody's supportive, daps, hands, shakes, rooting people on. Everybody's cool, man. Great conversation backstage. You know, we bullshit, waiting on our turn to go in, pumping up and getting our little, you know, munching on our chips and shit like that. And those that are eating rice cakes, which I got chips this time, and honey and all the usual stuff that you'll see backstage for the pump up stuff. It was a good time. It really was. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, for old man, I showed out for the old man of the bunch. I was the old guy. So I appreciate that. Like I said, I was the only old man that dared to compete against the young guys, apparently. Because all the old men stayed in the old men classes, because I was the youngest of the old men. I was the youngest of the old men. I'm the 40-year-old. Everybody else was in their 20s. Yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is. What's up, Quez? The old timer. Yeah, I am for sure. Because the ironic thing is my dad's last show, he was 40. That side-by-side picture that I posted of our both doing a front double bicep, that was because Saturday was 22 years since he died. That wasn't, he was on stage 524 for that picture. That was in like June or something like that of 01. His last show. He died 5/24/03. I was on stage 5/24/25. So 22 years to the day I was on stage. So having that shit going on as well with being sick and just, oh man, what a week. What a mental challenge this past week really was. And being sick as a dog too. I was sicker than I thought I would be when you need fluids and I'm dehydrating myself. Think about that. Like when you're sick like that, you need to take in a lot of fluids, right? I'm dehydrating myself. I'm doing the literal opposite. Dry. Like I had veins in the bags under my eyes. For those of you that saw the story, I even pointed out, like I had veins right here. Like that's how shredded I actually was. Perfume so feminine. I don't know. Sounds like you like stuff that smells from the 70s and the 80s. So you just keep wearing what you like, man. If you don't like the modern sweet stuff or any of the florals and everything, you're right to your taste. I don't know what to tell you. I can't answer why fragrances are created the way they are. If they sell, they sell. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. Did you think I would be able to provide a real fucking answer here? Because there's nothing I can't provide that answer, man. It's all market research. Whatever sells, sells. And if it sells well, they make more of it. They do more of it. They tweak and twist and just do more of it. You know, you're in the minority at this stage that like the old school man's man Stetson and, you know, Eau Sauvages and, you know, old Guerlains. And that's the minority of the perfume world now. It just is. They're not marketing to you. Like newer stuff, newer releases, they're not marketing to you and your taste. They're letting you and your taste fall to the wayside. It's just reality. I'm dead serious. Based on what comes out, that's what it looks like. I like stuff like you're talking about quite a bit, but I also like the stuff you're talking about the opposite of that you find are too feminine and stuff. So I like variety. So it's kind of a teach their own kind of thing. But yeah, I can't give a real concrete answer here other than just an opinion, just based on what I see. Good to see you, Saga. Dino, good to see you, sir. That's something this gentleman would find very feminine because that's a tiramisu coffee cake fragrance. English Laundry Tahitian Waters. Well, I haven't worn that one in a while. That's a good sweet brown sugar coconut fragrance. Good stuff. Good to see you, sir. Infinite Rush. I've never tried that one. I know it's one of the vetiver flankers. It's a sleeper. It smells like Intense Pepper by Montal, which is my gatekeeper fragrance. Uh-oh. I love it. Those who know, know. Depends on your taste. There's been some good ones. One of my personal favorites, actually two of my three. I'll give you my three favorite designers. 2 Carolina Herreras and a Spice Bomb. The new Spice Bomb Metallic Musk, 212 VIP Black Elixir, and Bad Boy Elixir I quite enjoy. This is very, very, very spicy take. Very spicy take on 212 VIP Black. It's not as vanilla heavy. It's more licorice and spice. It's really, really good. Really, really good. And Bad Boy Elixir, the lightning bolt bottle. That one's got some leather and some iris and a lot of spice. It's a bit more rough and tumble and edgy. It's pretty good. Still has some of that core sweetness, but it's not near as sweet as Bad Boy and Bad Boy Extreme. That's my 3 personal favorite designer releases. Mr. JT, good to see you, sir. Yeah, I'm still trying to get over it. Like I said, I'm on the upswing, but I'm still going through it, man. This cough's going to linger forever, too. I'm watching live streams in a while, but we're here. Mont Blanc Star Walker, good to see you, sir. Leighton, hell yeah. Get checked out. Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. It's Memorial Day. I can't. Otherwise, I would have, but thank you. No shit, huh? Yeah. Rocket Mont Blanc Explorer Platinum today. Kind of like Santal 33, but I like it better than Santal 33. Creamy, woody fragrance, Yeah, you're looking kind of small. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's very nice of you, Gorgon 09, that I've never seen before. If it was meant to be an insult, go fuck yourself. If you were genuinely concerned, I appreciate that. Yeah, I agree. But pick one. It's up to you. Christine, good to see you. Having a good long weekend. Congratulations to you again. I appreciate that. Thank you, ma'am. Some placements. Shredded as fuck. Just wondering, how early do you get back to training after a show? I trained today. I did back and biceps today. Usually take the day off after and then back to work on Monday. That's basically what it was today. Cedrat Boise throwing on the Sony Wave for the gym right now. That's a great fragrance. I haven't wore that one in a while. It's been quite a while. I'm late getting it. Okay, so it wasn't you being an ass. You're genuinely like, yeah, you look kind of small. Okay. So it was the latter of the two, where it was either go fuck yourself or thank you for your concern. It's actually thank you for your concern. I wasn't certain, so I gave you 2 answers. And I figured eventually we'll find out which one was the more appropriate answer. So anyone have a nose on Latafa Opulent Dubai? I haven't tried that one. No, thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Not as good as I would have liked it to. You got to understand, like, I was getting lightheaded hitting these poses. I was like peak of being sick. The whole, like, Friday, Saturday, Thursday through Saturday was the worst I've been. Like, I stayed up all night coughing hard. I went through an entire bottle of Delsum cough syrup in about less than 24 hours. And it's 12 hours, but I was trying to like heavy dose it just to kind of suppress the cough. Cough drops, chlorocetin cough drops, several of those nasty ass things, trying to suppress the cough. Dayquil Severe, every like 6 hours, I'd take a dose of that. Like, I was over the counter shit. I was heavy dosing a lot of this shit. And it was not really taking much of an edge off, guys. It would tone the cough back a little bit, but man, the cough was really bad. I was coughing my ass off backstage. I did good with not coughing on stage. I was able to suppress it enough, but like hitting the poses, I would get really fatigued really fast, really lightheaded because I was weak. I was very sick. And like I said, it was rough. This will go down as the roughest peak week / competition I've ever done, because I definitely have another one coming up in 25 days. And then in about 1.5 years, 2 years, I'll be on stage again. But this, for the time being, is definitely going to go down as the roughest one ever, and probably will stay that way unless I get sick like that again. It was just very unfortunate the way it shook out, but I made the best of it. I powered through it. You know what I mean? I was not going to not do it. I worked too hard. Had a short off season and improved the best I could. The legs improved a little bit. Improvements all around. I mean, I'm still not as big as I need to be. But that's one of the reasons I'm going to take a bit longer of an off season, spend more time growing. I had somebody, when I mentioned it this morning, it's like, what are you trying to jump classes? Like, no, I have 12, 13 pounds of lean muscle tissue that I can put on before I even hit the weight cap at 4 to 5% body fat. So like, I got a lot of room still at amateur level class A. And, lesson learned, I need to avoid, like, in order to try to progress, you have to do open and try to win an overall. To have a shot to turn pro at master's level, you still got to win an open overall. So like class physique open overall, like I can win masters 40 plus all I want. There's no overall for that. It's just a class. It's not a qualifier class. So I have to win a show eventually. So I'm nowhere near winning a show physique wise. Not like that. Not even if I was to win class A at open level, open A, I'm not beating a B and C or D class where they're just as lean but bigger. You know what I mean? I'm just not going to. I've talked about this for a while now. So it's one of those deals where I have to improve. I have to put on much more size to have a shot in the first place. Because ideally, I'd like to turn pro and masters. That's a couple of years out at even having a shot at that. You know what I mean? Like it's a great idea and goal. May never happen. Likelihood's really low that it ever happens, but it's something to strive for, something to work towards is really what it is. I'm goal driven, very goal oriented. So will it ever happen? 50-50 maybe, but I'm still a ways off from that. So it's something to work towards. That's basically the reason for why I need to take an extended period of time off. I need to have loose skin surgery. That's part of, I'm going to be down for a couple of months because of that. So that's why I need such a long off season and so much more time needs to be put into it. So that's basically what it is. Lacoste red. But I do like the Frank Zane pose for sure. Soul premise. What about soul premise? Ross can't handle the heat. Oof. I have Chaos looking for red fever for Kicks Griffey. See, I'm not familiar with Chaos either. Good to see you, sir. What's up, Mike? The work up there. Excited to see how your next show goes. If you're able to fill out properly. Yeah, man, it was rough. As long as I don't get sick again, I should be okay. I should be able to carb up a bit easier. Because that's the thing, I didn't fully carb up. I wasn't able to get the meals in. I was having hell trying to eat. I didn't get near enough. Like, I ended up weighing 2 pounds less than check-in. I weighed 168.5 or some shit like that at check-in. I was 166.7 the morning of prejudging. Next morning, I actually lost 2 pounds. I was trying to carb up. My body was just sucking up the little bit I was getting in because I was just so depleted still. So like I didn't really carb up. I was very flat on stage. I should have been much bigger. I should have been 3 or 4 pounds bigger and my muscle belly being full of glycogen. I probably would have placed a little bit better in novice. I probably still would have took second in open, but I probably would have taken like third in novice instead of fifth, which I really thought I was going to get. I really thought I placed third. My coach was very surprised. He was watching the live stream. He was like, man, I'm shocked you didn't take third there. The dudes that took first and second, I was never going to beat them, but I felt like I had the third best physique of the 5 for novice. Judges felt otherwise. It's okay. It is what it is. It was stiff competition. It really was. I was happy for it. I love competition. I was here for it. It was great. I had a great time. So I had other people weigh in that they're looking on eBay. Like some of you went and looked on eBay. Because me and George, last time I had him on stream, we went on eBay and we saw people like selling stuff that he's actively got on the market for like $100 over what he's selling it for. Like I said in the video, these eBay sellers are the devil. They're the devil, like foosball. Bobby Boucher mama said foosball's the devil. So are the eBay sellers. They're wild. Never tried it. Just got a bottle of Renaissance for $105. That's a hell of a price, man. That's good stuff, too. Minty Citrus. Shout out to Kevin on McCarr for the steal of a deal. That's a great fragrance. You're going to enjoy it. Oh, I like it. It's quite good. It's just too hot for it now. I wore it that little bit when I first got it. Now it's going to get shelved till the fall. Sweet, smoky, woodsy, spicy. I like it. I definitely still want to try Eros Najim. It's supposed to be cloning that. If the clone's that good, the original must be really good, right? That's my thought process on it anyways. Collage on some good stuff. The accent. What about the accent? Soul premise. So Harold J. You see how you put like 1 and 2 words and a question mark? And can you like type a whole fucking thought, dude? Because like you're leaving me guessing with every single comment. Now, I know the internet has taught us that we don't need to complete sentences and use punctuation. And commas and periods and, I get it. I'm just supposed to know in 2 words what the fuck you're trying to ask me or what you're trying to say. But do me a favor so I can answer properly and write down your entire thought, the whole thing that's in there. Put it into words for me, please, man. Because like you put the accent, LOL, question mark. I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know what that means, dude. Help me to help you. Help me to help you. Cool. I missed you guys. I haven't been able to talk some shit in a little while. It's been great. It's making me feel better. Help me to help you. Like I said. What's up, Novice Nose? Good to see you, my man. Cinque Terre. Ooh, Piney Green. Super salt water. Good stuff, man. The fuck I show up to. Fun time for me. At other people's expenses. That's what you showed up to. The Southern drawl. Oh, damn, I'm that far behind still? Like, we're still that far behind where I was fucking with Kaylin? The modern phone, you just tap a picture of the... Oh, yeah, for sure. What's going on, man? Bond number 9, Islands. Never tried that one. So I'm that far behind. Very true. Yeah, I don't barely even know what you look like just based off of pictures and stuff like that. Why EDT? Damn, I'm that far behind in the chat still. I've been trying to. It just has not been working out, John. It has not been working out, man. I've been trying my damnedest. Getting over this cold is a bitch right now. Absolute bitch. So hard signature pour on Mr. Joe. Good to see you, sir. Moel J Tricks the Canuck. All right, then. Get off for Sana, the unlimited. I've never tried the unlimited one, the white bottle. I haven't tried that one. Regular one's really good, though. Yeah, they are. I had a couple handfuls of them bitches today. They're amazing. I had more than I should have. Because like I really shouldn't be having any of that shit, but like I'm so depleted, I'm desperate for some glycogen. Like I had a pretty good workout, but it could have been better if I would have been fuller. And I don't mean stomach full. I mean muscle belly's full from carving up. Just like we're definitely eating more carbs this week and more red meat, like more lean meat and stuff like that, instead of just mostly chicken. Cut back on some of the fat burners and stimulants. I'm able to have pre-workout again this week. We introduced that back. I cut back on the 6 grams of vitamin C. I mean, I'm still taking a couple, 2 or 3 grams of vitamin C every day. But we're kind of using that as a antihistamine, kind of pull some of the water that was helping me dry out. Asparagus helped me dry out. All these different things. Thanks, sir. Get to the real business. When are you debuting as Bloodline and Jacob's Futzy brother? I love you solo. Maybe not as much as my cologne. That's hilarious shit. Yeah, probably never. That's funny, but yeah, probably never. But good to see you, Montrese, as well. Sorry, I don't know if I mentioned Montrese or not. Invictus Platinum is damn good. I agree. Morshad 4 White. Not even familiar with it, honestly. Oh, hey, man, exercise in general. It's good for the body. It's just good for the body. Movement is life. And the cuss, don't worry about it. Yeah, but hey, shredded only gets you so far if you're not big enough. I learned that. Being the leanest did not get me rewarded. That was definitely not the case. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Pacific Chill, man. That's some good stuff. Compliments like crazy. That's a phenomenal fragrance. That's why. That's the only Louis Vuitton fragrance I actually own a bottle of. No, sir. Mango. Ooh, wow. Now we're talking. Always use your Googles. Tad and Smelly. Welcome, sir. I appreciate that. Yes. 22 years as of Saturday. 22 years. Shout outs from Rhode Island. 6 new Zaharoff bottles this week. Damn. Spent some money, huh? How are you? Grim, good to see you, sir. Tuning in from work until I have to report my patients. Congrats on the show. Send a day, Trey Oros. Now we're talking. That's still the one to beat. That's still probably the best release I've smelled this year. Chronic Macerated, best name on YouTube. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you for the $5. Night Surf Neroli by Regime des Fleurs. Never tried this one, but I appreciate the super chat. and bodybuilding camaraderie short. I've always had a similar experience backstage, always a supportive and uplifting experience. Yeah, I mentioned it in the weekly rotation this morning. Like, fragrance community could really take a page out of the fitness industry. Now, I know the online fitness space, it's just online spaces in general are just toxic shitholes most of the time. Every community's got them, and the fitness industry has a big, giant toxic shithole online too. But in person, at shows, at conventions, it ain't like that, because we're a bunch of psychopaths. Mike can attest to this. To live this lifestyle year round, every day of your life, eat this certain way, certain amount of sleep, taking these piles of pills morning and night every single day, all these supplements, just being regimented, the most mundane day in, day out lifestyle ever, for a never-ending goal that you never will be satisfied with. You're a real fucking psychopath, Mike. I'm a fucking psychopath too. We're really into this shit. We love this shit. You obviously on a much higher level as a professional, but the love of bodybuilding is the love of bodybuilding, both just in lifestyle and competitively. And you got to be a little fucking crazy and a bit of a psychopath to do this. So those that are in it like that understand one another. Unlike it, nobody understands us the way we understand each other, right? So it's hard not to be supportive and have camaraderie with one another, because we're such a little bitty niche group of crazy fucks, you know? So like, we're all each other's got that really understands what the next one's going through, because we're going through it too. Because 99.9% of the people watching this right now don't know what the fuck you actually go through. Don't know what the fuck I actually go through to get ready for a show. You know, it's hell. It can be hell. There's stages of hell for it. And then over time, you get to where you fall in love with the hell side of it. Like, I loved prep this time. It was hell last year. I enjoyed every moment of it this year, except for getting sick for peak week. That sucked. I wish that wouldn't have happened. But I love the process more and more as I go through it. And that's a little fucking strange, psychologically, to love putting yourself through this. Right? So that's why I say the fitness industry could take a page out of the camaraderie that comes from that shit, because the toxicity shit, man, it's for the birds. Like I said this morning, I don't care if they're 50 years old. If you're toxic in any way, shape, or form, start over. Pretend you're 5, go back to kindergarten. You fucked up somewhere in life to be toxic like that. Start over. Start over, because life is too short to just hate on people you don't know and talk shit about people you don't know and all this other stuff. Just, man, I don't get that toxicity shit, because like I said, it's a beautiful thing backstage, right, Mike? It's a beautiful thing. It really was. Great conversation. Always great conversation with complete fucking strangers. Never spoken to before. Most of them, you don't even get their name. And even if you do, you got to hear, I got to hear it more than once, you know, because I'm terrible with names. I'm great with faces. But some people you have these long conversations with and you never even exchange names. But there's a bond forms in the process. You know what I mean? So a bit of a tangent. I'm hanging on to it a little longer than I should. I know a lot of you don't really give a shit about this stuff, but Mike knows exactly where I'm coming from with this. Like I said, Mike, I always call him my favorite IFBB pro. Michael Gassaway, the fragrance buff, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever you want. I spray around my neck and sometimes on my forearms. Wherever you want to. Whatever compels you. Just know that the more you keep it in front of you, the more you're going to wear your nose out. The quicker you'll wear your nose out. Prodalome, goated. Absolutely goated fragrance. I love that one. Just got Luna Rosa Carbon. Dry down smells like a smoother, better, more. Yeah. I think it's better than Sauvage. I would say more like Sauvage EDT than EDP, because the EDP is much more peppery. But, I mean, to each their own, I understand. Got done wearing Coconut Lagoon. Yeah, that's a good one right there. That's a good one right there. I'm quite the fan, that's for sure. Sent to Paradise, good to see you, sir. I wish I wouldn't have been sick, but I still had a good time. Hanging in there some days. Lamal Elixir, great stuff. Rate these 3. Arabians, Tonka, Intense Strapoise. So I would take Intense Strapoise easily as my number 1. Probably Arabians, Tonka number 2, then Instant Crush number 3, if I had to rank them. After the mini videos, I broke down and got a sample. Seraphim Blue. Also got Seraphim Red. What do you think about that one? I have full reviews on both, sir. I do the launch videos on these fragrances. feel free to type in TLTG in the name of the fragrance and go check out the video. I'm usually the first person to have a video on every Zahara fragrance. Very rarely, very, very rarely will that not be the case. Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's one of my favorites from Carolina Herrera. It's a great 3-season fragrance, I think. I don't think it's the best choice in the cold, but spring, summer, fall, you can wear it for anything. It's you know, not the most natural smelling fragrance, but it smells really good, clean, musky, a little spicy, woodsy, a little bit of plum up top. Doesn't stay long, that plum, but it smells great. Somebody's on some bullshit. Uh-oh. Oh, I know what you meant. Holla at your boy. Good to see you, sir. I'm going to stay 10% this time around. I'm going to stay leaner this time than I was. I got up to like 17% last time. I'm not getting above 10%. I'm going to stay lean. Yep, definitely going to stay lean. Thanks, sir. That was a cool side-by-side memory photo of you and your dad. I appreciate that. Le Sel d'Issey. Kix Griffey, Dapper Fragrance version Chanel Superleggera. Layered with Cremo Silverwater Birch, FWO Wolfpack for Life Yak Mob. Congrats on bringing home those medals. I appreciate you, my man. Here. Nice medal. This is, I believe, the Masters over 40 medal. Yeah, really nice. Nice. That's the Vulcan logo. I'm wearing a shirt. And you can see some spray tan. See, that's supposed to be white. That's spray tan. And then the fifth place medals are a little different. When I saw those on the table, I said, boy, I don't want one of those. And I ended up getting one. And they don't have nothing on the back. They're the basic ones. But yeah, that's the 5th place for novice. First place Masters over 40, and then second place in Open Class A. So it's crazy that you would think Open would have been stiffer competition. Novice was the stiff competition. Like literally when we got on stage, the head judge that was on the mic was like, well, we got our work cut out for ourselves here with this one, folks. This one might take a minute, and they kept switching us. I started off in the center, then I went left center, then I went right center, then I went all the way to this, then I went left center again. They moved me a bunch. I was wore out. God, I was wore out. This was before Open because we did Masters first, then it went to novice, then to Open. Oh man, that was rough because it was so tight. Like the competition was really, really stiff. So I thought for sure, I would have did better. Like they even told us backstage for main event that they might have to line us up and do some further judging, but they ended up going right to the prizes when we got out there. I thought because they kind of gave us a heads up, like, hey, we're probably gonna have to do it again for novice. They literally told us that, and then when we went out on stage, that wasn't the case. So whatever, you know. Let's pull some stuff up real quick. Heads up, Karen. I want to see BOGO sale on some of their fragrances, including the new line. So Nitro Noir, I believe is what it's called. The pink bottle, the pink berry and iris and patchouli. Boy, that's good. Thanks, sir. I appreciate that. Mojito vibes. My man, Jordan. Good to see you, sir. Nigerian Giant Omos has a Chris Van Vliet interview coming out in the next week. For those of you that watch Chris Van Vliet's interviews, that'll be a good watch, I'm sure. Wearing Ganymede, cult classic. Wearing original Spice Bomb, smelling good. Montebaco Intensivo is amazing for sure. 2 lives at the same time. I haven't seen any trolls. Not that I've noticed. Already at your weakest on stage and had sickness on top of that rough, but you pulled out the win. Yeah, I did pretty good. Like I said, if I'd have been able to peak a little bit better, I probably could have placed better in novice. I don't think I would have beat the dude. His back was much more thick and developed, and his legs were better. For Open, you know, I think I was destined to not beat him, but yeah, it was still a good time. Pull some of this up. So the abs were looking good, man. That was after I got the base coat. I was shredded. Time to eat. 3:30 in the morning for my first meal. Yeah, that was Saturday morning. That was the first meal. A shot of dad. A little quick tribute. Second coat. So that was for open. That was for prejudging. Let's look at the ab shot. He was vacuuming a little bit, but my ab shot was definitely better. My mandatories, my posing was better. My obliques were better. My midsection was just better, but you can see the thickness in his back, his mid-back thickness. He definitely, I had a leaner back, but he had a bigger back. So in the front double biceps, it wasn't really a big deciding factor with that because, I mean, the thickness from the side was a little better in his legs because his hamstrings were thicker, but his quads weren't, far superior to mine or anything like that. It was mainly his hamstring thickness was giving him some good girth from the side. But like I had the leaner back, he had the thicker back. I had the better midsection. But I mean, it is what it is. It was pretty close. It was not as close as I would have liked it to have been, but it was pretty close overall. And then this was for novice. It was pretty stiff competition. And again, like some of these dudes, you can tell they've never posed in their life. Look at this. Like this was full on, like hit the pose. This dude, God bless him. Me and him seem to be the only two that actually know what we're supposed to do here. And because where is he at? This is who won right here. That's who took first. Yeah. But it was pretty stiff competition. But I really felt like I had him and him. The two on the ends, I felt like I had them beat, and the other two next to me, I thought for sure they were going to be first and second. But I thought for sure I had the third best physique on stage. But hey, fifth is fifth. It is what it is. It's not up to me, Most defined midsection. I think I got a post where I had to post like, look how clean that is. That quarter turn, that's clean right there, man. Some good posing work right there. I was sick as shit. God, I was sick as a dog. But oh yeah, here you can really see the thickness of his back. Look how thick that mid back is. Yeah, of course they're going to get him on this. The size is definitely going to win in this situation because it's not like I'm just so crazy shredded to the bone that it's like, oh God, him, Whereas it's like, yeah, I could agree. He's definitely got the better back double bicep. I would probably pick him too, Ain't no shame in losing to him. That's why I say he looks like a mini Viking. He's my height. But he definitely had a very overdeveloped mid back. Like his mid back is crazy development, right? Look how thick, the thickness in his mid back. So he was cool as shit too. He did physique as well. He threw on some board shorts and did physique. And here was some of the lineup, all the back double bicep shots. And then even just with it small like this, you can just see how much. Look at the thickness of my abdomen versus the little abs. You know what I mean? Just my obliques, my serratus, and my abs, just like that was a very, aside from the loose skin, that was a very good strong point for me. Good front double bicep, but him right here in the middle, that's who took first. He had a really good front double bicep. And then it's him right here on side of me. But yeah, I thought this was the top three, me and these two guys. But yeah. It's not up to me. 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet. I had to on that. Sick or not, got to be better than this. Yeah, definitely got to be better for the next round. That's for sure. And then, yeah. Cadbury and Arby's. That was Sunday morning. You can see some of the veins and shit. I was trying my damnedest. That was last night before bed. Fucking 166 pounds. Weighed less. Can't fill out to save my life. Got shredded. I was more shredded Sunday. This is Sunday night. I was more shredded the next night than I was on stage Saturday. That's no filters, no nothing. That's just me in the bathroom Still, you know, I got the base layer tan because I still got some tan on me. Yeah. Fucking shredded, no pump, no nothing. It's fucking shredded, man. Need some size to go with all that shred. That's today. I'm flat. That's what I'm saying. Flat. Being sick got me. So flat. Not filled out at all. Like I feel deflated. Look out my muscles look deflated. Shredded. But fucking deflated, man. It's crazy. Fucking wild. Thank you for letting me share that with you. You know? But yeah, that's that. We gotta improve. We gotta improve. So where was I? This place is bugged. What are you talking about? Vulcan Fu. That's got a lot of hype on it. There's just so many God of Fire clones that it doesn't really interest me. Yeah, but look, my immune system was down, but I don't know, it was a timing thing, and then it's the mental anguish and depression of it being that time of the year for my dad. Like I had more of a psychological issue with it last year leading up to, because it was my first show, was literally right around the corner the week of. Whereas this time around, it was like setting in, like I'm gonna be on stage for it. It's a very traumatic day for me, May 24th. Very traumatic day. I don't know. I think I was making myself sicker. I think my body was allowing the sickness. I don't know. Why the hell else did that happen? You know, what bad timing it couldn't have been worse timing for me to get sick. Literally could not have been worse. The week before we were in New Orleans, the stress of my brother's wedding, best man duties, dealing with all that shit. So it was just an odd stretch. Was what it was, though. We made the best of it. And like I said, I still had a good time. I still powered through everything. I would have liked to have been able to carb up more. This is what it is. Like I said, I'm more shredded now than when I was on stage 2 days ago. It's crazy. Wild. But even now, like I wouldn't want to be this shredded on stage. I still need to fill out more. Crazy. Mind Games Veery. Courtesy of Mr. Hicks. That's a good one too, man. That's a damn good one. Citrus and the greens and everything. That's good stuff. Battling the flu and found that Umka powder tea works better. Oh, no teas for me. Pass. I think Kalen left, fella. He might have. Like I said, I had no problem giving him a fucking hard time. He's either really mad at me and he's never coming back, or he's laughing it off. I'm good either way. You know, it's all good. No sweat off my back. I don't know Kalen personally, but I had to give him a hard time. I just had to. I was like, wow. Because it's all the time. People want me to shop for them, and they're just fucking lazy. And that's how I took that. So I was like, I'm gonna fuck with him. I'm gonna give him a hard time. And I did. I gave him a very hard time. I had some fun with it. What about it? I'm gonna buy it. I'm hoping they just didn't list the star fruit. Congrats. Gonna make dinner. Enjoy. I'm just hanging some Marine buddies, swapping war stories and smoking cigars. Sounds like a good old time right there. 99 to 2015. Damn. Hello. Yes, thank you for your service. Happy Memorial Day to you, sir. Royal X on my birthday. Well, happy birthday to you, sir. Thank you kindly. That's a good fragrance, huh? I think that's one of the best releases of the year. That's top 10 designer release to me. I'm a fan. I think it's a good one. I definitely think it's a good one. Leighton, can't go wrong there. Mr. Donald, I appreciate that. Thank you for the stream, even though you probably dogged it. Oh, I am. I'm caffeined up. John Coffee voice. I'm caffeined up, and that's part of the reason I'm fucking with everybody and giving people a hard time, because I'm trying to liven myself up, because I have been just so for a week now, you know. Excuse me, trying to just power through everything. It's been fucking brutal, man. It has been brutal, but thank you for the super chat, man. Only if the U.S. doesn't invade Canada. Congrats on the show. Love seeing the hard work pay off. Jean Lowe, Immortal. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you. Ralph's Club EDT. What's the word on that one? Very basic, but works. Lavender, woods, simple. Clean, woody, aromatic, highly versatile. Literally works for everything. Najim, not bad. Opening's just okay. Gets better in the mid. are not what the actual market will bear. Unfortunately, limited supplies limits stability of price. You like any of the Kenneth Cole fragrances? Yeah, you just haven't seen the videos. I've talked about them many times. I got 4,000 videos, my man. There's no way you've watched 4,000 videos of mine. No fucking way. No one has. I don't care who thinks they have. No one has. Got 3,997 videos, I believe. Ain't a swinging dick on the planet that's seen all of them except for me. So, yeah, Kenneth Cole Blue being my personal favorite, but I have a litany of Kenneth Cole fragrances. What you got to do is type in TLTG Kenneth Cole and go nuts watching videos with what comes up in search. Nautical Blue, actually, but first off, an outdated old fragrance, a guilty pleasure. I can recommend if you're in high school or gifting to your little brother or nephew. I don't think it's outdated. It's just a basic, cheap, fresh blue fragrance, you know. Outdated. So does it smell like 2002 to you or something? Because honestly, based on your picture, you look like you were born in 2002 or later. So when you say dated, were you even old enough to when it would be dated too? Because again, I'm going off the picture and I'm assuming that's actually you, because that's like maybe 24 at the oldest. And if you tell me you're 30, bullshit. Lie. No way. That's anywhere from, it's kind of growing in at 17 to 24. That's the range, 17 to 24, that facial hair. Yeah, 17 to 24. I'm thinking 21, 22 range probably. Maybe, yeah. Maybe let's call it 20. Let's split the difference between 17 and 24. I'm going to say 20. I'm going to say this dude's 20. So are you old enough to date that fragrance properly is my question. Because to the time that it was dated to, if you were alive, you damn sure weren't wearing fragrances. So how does it remind you of that time frame? You weren't expecting this shit, were you? Choose your words wisely in my live streams. You never know if I'm going to fuck with you. Mankind Unlimited's up there. Yeah. Orange, watery, aquatic. That's a good one. That's another good one. Yeah, I love that one too. Good to see you, sir. Maple Cedar by Daniel Jossier. Oh, and hey, it's cheap. Good to see you, sir. Don't use shaving cream. I don't use shaving balm. I use shave soaps, and I use a variety of them. It's got it for a great price. Hell yeah, man. Kara, good to see you. Sidrapwase, can't go wrong there. Driving, beloved. Y'all be careful on the road. Don't eat chicken, eat real lamb. Never eat Bill Gates synthetics. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll go enjoy my Purdue chicken breasts that I bought a little while ago here in just a little while. Never eat Bill Gates synthetics. Okay. So all that kind of stuff, Hardigan, if you want to hang here, we're not doing the crazy conspirator stuff. We're not doing the political conservative. We're not doing the wild ass liberals. We're not doing none of that shit here. If you would like to speak on any of those things, kindly leave my channel and go to someone else's channel that likes that kind of stupid shit. I don't care what side you're on and what you believe, and I don't want to hear it from this side. I don't want to hear it from that side. I don't want to hear it from the middle. I want none of that shit. So, bye-bye if you want to do that. Just throwing that out there. None of that is welcome here. Not a speckle of it is welcome here. I appreciate that, sir. My man, Marcus. Good to see you, my guy. I did do some shopping while I was sick as a dog coughing all night. I was going to be literally on the sneakers app at 9:00 Central was when prejudging started. So it was like, I'm not going to have a shot at getting the white cement. So I just bought them the night before while I was up coughing at midnight. So I just went and bought them from Goat. So those are on the way. I'm still waiting on the Kobe 9s too. Because as soon as those dipped way under retail for like $210, I said, pfft. Before they launched, they dipped to $210 in my size. I was like, no, I'm going to buy them now. And that's kind of where they've been hovering, 90 below retail. I was like, yes. I knew they would, because ain't nobody wants the Kobe 9. What, the Kobe 9s? They wanted the 8s. I wanted the 9s. Hopefully we get the 10s later. But yeah, I jumped all over them. So I got those two coming in. I'm pretty excited. But good to see you, Marcus. Learn to carve pipes. Pipe community is a great group of people. Realness. That's what I'm talking about. Hand carving your own pipe. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Crafty. Definitely can learn a thing about being supportive to others. For sure. That's like I was pointing out, oh boy, with the Gates conspiracy stuff. And I hear all of that stuff. And I'm sure there's some truth to some of that stuff. But we ain't talking about none of that shit here. I don't care who don't like it. You could be the craziest fucking liberal on the planet, the craziest fucking conservative on the planet, or anywhere in between. I don't want to hear none of your shit. I ain't gonna give you none of my shit, and I don't want to hear none of your shit because it's all shit. I don't want to hear none of it. We ain't here for that. We're gonna crack some jokes. We can talk fragrance. We can talk sports. We can talk fitness. We can talk sneakers. We can talk wrestling. We can talk Dragon Ball. We can talk. There's a litany of different things we can talk about. We ain't fucking talking about that shit. It ain't gonna happen. I'll boot motherfuckers quick. I didn't boot him. I ain't block him. I'm just telling him. That shit ain't cool here. I ain't doing it. It ain't gonna happen. They have always been. They have led the path for what this community is. They started that path. We're forever too small, not lean enough. Oh, body dysmorphia is a real thing, that's for sure. Wouldn't say I'm at a higher level. Well, you are a pro, sir. You are a professional IFBB pro. I appreciate that. I'm not going to sit here and say mentally I'm not a machine. When I set a goal, I'm relentless at wanting to achieve it. I love working towards goals. I'm very driven and goal oriented. That's the way I live, you know. But I haven't achieved. Let's look at it that way. I haven't achieved the level of success you have yet. I strive to. I hope to. I'm going to work towards it. I'm not there. I'm not there yet. But as you pointed out, with the work ethic, I'll make it happen. Eventually it will happen. It's just when? We'll see. We'll see. Positive vibes only. Yeah, for sure. But I appreciate that, Mike. Thank you, man. That's a gorgeous fragrance. I still think that's one of the best releases in the last several years. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Seraphine Blue is amazing. Yeah, I'm back, the elixir hater. It's okay. It's all good. Yeah, like I like to crack jokes and talk a little shit. Some people can take it in stride and some people can't. Like I fucked with Kalen really heavy earlier. And we'll see. Like I took a risk. He's either going to hate me moving forward or he's going to laugh it off. One of the two. But I wouldn't have did it if I wasn't cool with the outcome either way. You know, sometimes you got to be willing to step on a ledge a little bit to teach a little lesson and have a little fun, you know. Past my bedtime. Will you go to sleep, sir? I appreciate you spending a little time with us. Oolong Chive, look it up on your old reviews. Got it on sale. Guys, I am, good Lord. How far behind am I? Look on YouTube. Holy shit, there's a ton of like Rafe's comments I haven't gotten to yet. I got a pretty good stretch. Guys, I think it's about the time for me to skip towards the bottom a little because we're what, hour 3? Yeah, because I'm gonna stop at an hour and a half. So I'm gonna skip down a little bit. I apologize. I'm about to skip a few. I'm gonna kind of try to make my way down a little bit. Judging sports on perfect, sure. Yeah, I mean it is what it is. New YSL myself. I did the L'Absolu or something like that. The mirrored bottle. Really like it. I think you will too. Oh, he's still here. Okay. He said, I don't care. We're not friends in real life and people have short tempers. Plus, I work 20 security firm out of time. Figure out to ask, but I was wrong. Because I expect Kalen to laugh it off based on previous interactions. That's why I was like, I'm going to really step over the line and fuck with him pretty hard on this one and just see how far the line can be towed. And we'll see. I expect to see him back, but we'll see. It's all love and fun and games from my end. I don't know how serious you're going to take it, but I really wanted to give you a hard time on that one. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm skipping down. I apologize, guys. I'm trying to slowly skip down. I'm telling you, one of those ones that gets imagination and settling. Ooh, I'm curious what he's talking about. He doesn't read at comments. Oh, Ross can be hard on you again. Oh, I don't know. Cassie smells like settling. Oh, that's the one you were talking about. Oh, I'm cool with it. It's fine. I'm bound to get. Don't read, Ross. No, it's all good, Kaylin, because it's been out long enough to where I'm gonna stumble across it at some point. It's fine. It'd be different if it's only been a couple of weeks, but it's been out for a while, and I'm clearly not in a big rush to smell it. So it's fine. Sedley and Ganymede. That's kind of interesting though. I hope it doesn't smell too much like Sedley though. That's kind of disappointing. Yeah, it's a very beautiful fragrance. I took an L, so I went to goat as well. Yeah, I wasn't even going to bother because I was going to be on stage for it. There was no way I was going to have a shot at it. Size of your legs and thighs doesn't offset the width of your genetics. No, yeah, for sure. I still got a long way to go with my legs because I didn't have a long off season. They improved, but they could only improve so much. Because you got to remember, I only had like 6 months of actual off season before we started cutting again. 6-7 months roughly. That's not a long time to grow. You know, because it's not like I was eating 6,000-7,000 calories because I'd had a shit ton of body fat to cut down. If I would have did that, I probably could have put a little bit more muscle on top of what I did. But no, that's the reality. I had to improve them the way I could, you know, the best I could, because that's just reality, you know, like they are very much improved from last year. You know, they're not bad. They're just not thick enough. Hell, I got better legs than my dad did. He's got better calves though. He had like little rocks for fucking calves. But you know, my legs were very much improved. They're just not as good as I needed them to be, is what it comes down to. No, that's reality. Trust me, no offense here. I know that the legs are still a weak point for me. Right here. They're still a weak point. It's just, they're not thick enough. But that's one of the reasons I'm going to take such an extended period of time off now, because I really need to blow my legs up big time. Because I need more thickness in the quad sweep. You know what I mean? And my hamstrings, which everything has improved, but it's not enough. You know, there needs to be more, you know, and then I lost a lot of fullness by all the extra cardio and cutting down. I lost a lot of fullness. My legs were bigger, but I was bigger before I started cutting down. Right. And all the extra cardio, you lose some of that fullness. I lost some of the quad sweep, but I mean, you can see my hamstrings are much improved. They're just not as thick as they need to be. Yeah. Reality is reality. I'm not delusional to the fact, you know, I totally understand. It was just such a short amount of time to try to improve because I wanted to, you know, the turnaround was I wanted to compete again this year. Whereas now it's like, all right, to really try to do something, there's drastic improvements that need to be made that takes time. It's just going to take time, especially with me wanting to have the surgery for the loose skin. That's going to have a couple of months downtime as well that I have to bounce back from once I'm able to start working out again, which is usually about 8 weeks. So at 50% capacity for a week or so, you can ramp up to 75 and so on. Equipped with tree trunk legs and broad shoulders. Couldn't imagine being on a full day shift with chicken legs. Don't have high expectations in a flooded market. You should have started years ago. That's the real answer nobody wants to hear. It's a flooded market. Just do it because you enjoy it. Don't go into it with expectations of it turning into something, because if you go into it with it's going to be this, I'm going to make this money, I'm going to get this free shit, this is going to happen, I'm going to have these affiliate links. If you go into it with that, it's 99% probably not going to turn into what you want, and you become a bitter person. So go into it with the positive outlook of I'm just sharing my passion. I just love fragrance so much that I really want to talk about it on video and create content. And whatever comes of it, comes of it. Let it be a bonus. Because it's a very different landscape from even when I started 6 years ago. Very different landscape. That's the real answer. Definitely the real answer. Kalen's not taking it rough or anything like that. He's got that. If I didn't think he had thick skin, I wouldn't have done that in the first place. You got to remember that. I've sized him up enough over the last 2 years to see if I could take that, just go that deep and just really go at him like that and really fuck with him. No, definitely not. Favorite creed? It's definitely Aventus Cologne, but man, Virgin Island water is very much up there for me. Himalaya is really good, nice and creamy musk. It doesn't really, the notes wouldn't lead you to believe it, but I get a very creamy musk from it. Oh, good to see you, Brenda. Congrats on the placements in the show. Thank you so much. Great to see you, Brenda. All right, so we're slowly It hasn't grown any less. Like, I still like it. It's still up. I picked it up. No, I didn't. Okay. Let's see. I thought I finally put it on the shelf. No, it's still right here. It's really good. I get more chestnut out of this one than any of the other ones, which I quite enjoy. It's really good. It's just way too hot for it. It's just way too hot for me to wear it right now. I think it's one of the best releases of the year. Designer-wise, it's top 10. Mm-hmm. It's really good. I strongly encourage checking that one out. If you're a fan of any of the ones in the line, you probably like that. Excuse me. Is Sedley plus imagination? Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. And Kaylin said Sedley and Ganymede. Seems cold. Oh man, yeah, it's so good. Definitely so good. All right, so skipping on down. Were you looking for like your front delts or quads to pop up more? Legs like 7 out of 10. That's kind of where I'm at with it too. Like they're better than they were. They definitely need some improvement. My side delts have drastically improved. Like my delts really aren't an issue. Rear delts, front delts, side delts, everything's pretty well rounded and proportioned. Chest came along well. Triceps need to grow a little bit more. Bicep, I have long biceps, so a peak is not really a genetic gift of mine. I have longer biceps. So it's just about girth more so than peak. And it's mainly that quad sweep and the hamstrings that need to improve. And the thick mid back thickness is going to need to improve because I have width. The mid back thickness needs to improve. It's all a balancing act. As you add here, you got to add a little here, add a little there. When one thing improves, now it becomes deficient somewhere else. So it's constantly a balancing act, a little bit more here to go with a little bit more of this. And it's a constant balancing act. And you just make adjustments ever so many weeks, ever so many months in your training. That's where a good coach comes in. John's a damn good coach. So, no, I know you meant delts. It's creating the illusion of a wider, thicker leg. Yeah, and see, we got away from those in this off season, which I was kind of surprised because I was doing them a lot in the previous season, whereas this season he didn't. But John's got a plan in place for the leg. Like the focus is the legs this round, and then the mid back thickness. Like as soon as off season hits, we already got a plan in place for the rebound, for the reverse diet and everything. And then when we're gonna, check blood work, make sure we're healthy and everything after the show, see where we're at. Adjust protocols accordingly, minimal everything, you know what I mean? Just the right amount of food. You're going to stay lean. The goal is to stay 10%. Never go above 10% body fat because it's going to be a long off season. So there's no reason to overdo calories and put on an excessive amount of body fat chasing muscle when I could just slowly put on quality lean mass. Because it's not like I need to put on 25 pounds of lean mass. Like I only have like 12 to 13 pounds of room to hit the weight cap and open A. So in a 2-year span with, let's call it 3 months legitimately of downtime for a surgery. Let's say I have 21 months of this off season. So let's realistically say put on 15 quality pounds of lean tissue. There's no reason to go 5,000 calories. There's no fucking reason to have some crazy surplus. My maintenance level is about 2,300 calories. I can stay under 3,000 calories and slowly grow and stay lean. So that's the plan. And just slowly build it and improve and take our time and do it right and make it something maintainable and keepable. Not water, not fluff, no high blood pressure risks, none of that shit. Let's do it safe. Let's play with fire the right way, responsibly, small flames, not big fire flames. Let's play with small flames if we're going to play with fire, So we got time. The plan is based around a lengthy amount of time. So we trust me, we've been planning the off season for months and months and months, and we're not even done with competition season. It's long-term outlooks. So we've got a long-term goal in place. We've got quarterly incremental goals in place and everything. Like I said, I got a really good coach, really fucking good coach. I'm going to be with John long-term. So we got about another 15 minutes. Let's see. It's going to be really good. It's very clean musk. I'm with you on that. That's the next release. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. People that like clean musk fragrances. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a very good one. Judges look for golf ball muscle, long muscle, biceps. It depends. Every judge is different. There's all human error and human bias and certain things they look for that they favor. Sometimes you'll see the most conditioned athlete rewarded for their conditioning, and sometimes you'll see the better size rewarded. If maybe they're more into a big, thick mid back, maybe they're more about the leg to delt ratio. It all depends. All the judges are different. Every grouping of judges is different, from show to show, from state to state. It all depends. It's a crapshoot. You really don't know until you get up there and you get the critiques after the fact on why you placed where you placed, what you need to improve on. And I mean, I knew the weak points going long before we started cutting what I still need to improve on, because there's still the same improvements that need to be made. It's just, like I said, it's my own fault for wanting to get another round of competition season in so quickly. I just wanted to. Strategically, I should have just took a long time off and really improve so I could really try to achieve the goal of progressing. But I just really enjoy competing. I just really enjoy doing it. So I wanted to do it again before I take this long off season off. I do too. I like the elongated biceps personally. I think they look better on a side chest pose when you have a longer bicep versus this smaller tight bicep. I feel like it just looks better on a side chest when it's an elongated bicep, because side chest and back double bicep, that's your main poses in classic physique. We have 5 main poses, but that's the 2 big ones I find: the side chest and back double bicep. Because everybody's front double bicep, it is what it is. It's the most standard of poses. But bodybuilding shows are one from the back double bicep. And with classic, side chest is a big one. Ab and thigh matters, obviously, but I think side chest is more important than the ab and thigh pose, honestly, based on what I've seen. And it's kind of a stripped down version of it, but it's really good. I appreciate that. Yeah, and look, being so goal oriented, it's inevitable. I'll get where I want to go. It's just going to take time, you know. My boy Butch, shout outs to Butch Lau. He's who I want to be when I grow up. He's 54. He's basically me at 54. He's shorter than me. He's 5'4", but he did the Miami Pro. Same day I was on stage, he was on stage in Miami for Miami Pro. He took second. He's a Masters Physique Pro. He took second in a class of 20 people. He took second. I was so proud of Butch. He's 54, bald, has a goatee, doesn't have a full beard, but earrings, tats. He looks like me, just a little bit shorter and older and more well built. He's a fucking pro, you know. That's my guy. Where's Butch? Let me show you guys Butch. This is my boy. This is my guy. And look, he was thinking of me right after. He reached out to me, checked on me, and I was checking on him at the same time. I saw he had took second place. That's my boy. Where's he at? Let me find Butch real quick. I'll show you guys Butch. That's my boy Butch. That's me when I'm 54. That's my guy right here. Oh, I didn't have the posts. That's him. The man's 54 years old. Where's his newest post? That's him morning of. Yep. That's after he got his base coat. Yep. Second place, and it was a stat group. He had posted who all was competing. There was 20 people. Yep. Shout outs to my guy Butch. Miami Pro took second. Masters. Yep. It's a good dude right there. My boy. See, he's only 153. He's 5'4". He's small. He's shorter than me, but he looks way bigger than me because of his muscularity, you know. Yeah, that's my boy. Yep. Shout out to Butch. It's my boy, Blue. Tell him all the time, I want to be just like you when I grow up, Butch. He's 14 years older than me. Oh, I agree because it's got the least amount of sweetness. That one and the tobacco flanker. Tobacco flanker is probably the spiciest one. It's got the least amount of sweetness. No, not yet. Dracar Bleu. Not yet. I'm gonna get it. Trust me, I will. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Cypress and grapevine. So get the most out of the least, minimize the risk of negative size, downstream health complications. Wish the younger generation would learn this, saying this as if I'm old. Yeah. Everybody wants to just jump on a shitload of tren and loads of growth hormone and all that stuff, man. It's playing with fire at a young age. Young age, man. There's the food and the lifestyle and the consistency is the most important. Minimal stuff, man. Minimal stuff. Not everybody's doing Olympia level gear. And even a lot of Olympians aren't doing what people think they're doing. You know, it's crazy. Oh, I got a bunch of them. Yeah, the Goran hats. I got a bunch of them. I got a lot of the goat ones. I got the cock because I'm a dickhead. I got that one, the rooster. Got a couple of the lone wolf ones. I just love this one because the pit bull. Flex. Yeah, it's a cool one. They were Shoe Palace had a bunch of them for like $20. Most of them are 40, but they had a bunch of them for $20 for not long ago, so I bought a bunch of them. Got to see them at like this place across from Tilly's over here, where I tried a few of them on, and I was like, man, I don't want to drop $40 a hat on. There's a bunch of them I want. And then Shoe Palace a while back weeks ago was running a sale on a bunch of them. They were clearing out $20. Not all of them, but several of them were $20. I was like, bought like 10 of them. I don't know who that is. Got to head out. Have a good one, man. Especially Ross first came. Yeah, I was just giving him a hard time, man. Show up and test your luck. On what? What you talking about? I'm lost. Don't know if you covered this yet, but Wulong Chai, after seeing a couple reviews, including your old review, love the tea. Hopefully it's a banger. Please tell me. Oh yeah. That's one of the best as far as freshness, and it's not overwhelmingly tea. It's just as citrusy, woodsy, and green, and aquatic. You know what I mean? It's like it's really, really good. Clean musk, soft wood. It's pretty nuanced. Really good performer. Hard not to like that fragrance, man. That's a good one. I'm a Lee Priest guy. Lee Priest, Chris Cormier, Frank Zane. Love me some Lou Ferrigno. Of course, Arnold, but I love me some Lou Ferrigno. You gotta love Ronnie Coleman and Jay and Phil, Kai Green, you know. But as far as I just gotta pick one, I'm a Lee Priest guy, little man, the greatest little man bodybuilder of all time. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I got pretty well capped delts. A little bit. I think the opening of the EDT is better. The dry down of the EDP is better. I think it's cool to have both, though. I don't think it's too redundant, but there's redundancy. That's a good one. It is close. It's a little spicier than Platine Privé, just a little bit. I think there's some saffron in there making it a little spicy, but it's good. That's a big ass 153. Like I said, I'm 5'7". He's 5'6.5" is what I'm measured to. 5'6 3/4, 5'6.5". No, it's 5'6.5" barefoot. Off season, when I get some more padding under my feet, I'll be 7-footed. I'll be 5'7" again. I'll get my half-inch back. You know, because my feet are freaking skin and bones right now. You know what I'm talking about, Mike. You lose the padding on your feet, cardio starts hurting. No matter how comfortable your shoes are, cardio starts hurting when you're deep in the prep. There's nothing to your fucking feet, right? Y'all think Death Face is bad. The hands and feet have no meat on them. But yeah, the dude, that's a little rock of a human being. Yeah, he's a monster. He's a little mini monster. Kind of like not as big as Sean, but Claudria, mini Ronnie Goldman. But I mean, he ain't big like that, but like for the height, solid. You know what I mean? Like the physique version of him, basically. Right? He's like the physique version of Sean Claudria. Maybe not quite as big, but you know what I mean. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, and look, he's cool as a motherfucker too. That's my boy. That is my boy. He'll be at the show. He's coming to the show, my show in June. I see him all the time. I'm gonna see him tomorrow. I see him, I would say 4 to 5 days a week. I see him. That is the person that fucks my workout up. We fuck each other. I told y'all about him the other day. We take turns. I'll go to him so he can keep working out. Next time I see him, he'll come to me so I can keep working out. We make sure one of us can keep a pump while we're bullshitting, because we'll bullshit for 30, 45 minutes. And one of us is getting fucked out of a workout. It happens every time I see Butch. His wife Melanie's cool as shit too, but Butch, that's my boy. That's a really good friend I've made since I've moved here. He's like my uncle. You know, like I said, he's who I want to be when I grow up. Yeah, for sure. Good to see you, my man. Yeah, it's just gonna take time. And look, it's still gonna get, you know, diaried and posted on that IG page, that fitness IG page. That's what it's for. The fitness journey and the evolution. I can't wait till I fill out again and stay lean. You know, I'd like to see myself at, you know, let's say 4% higher body fat, but 20 pounds, 20, 25 pounds heavier. Just a couple of pounds of fat, but, you know, some water and, you know, let's call it another 7 or 8 pounds of muscle. Like when we get to that point, then which ain't gonna be too far down the line. Let's say in a year, let's say 8 to 10 pounds of muscle in a year. Lean tissue, real actual muscle, not water and body fat as well. Because people are like, oh, I put on 40 pounds. Yeah, but only 10 pounds of it was muscle. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to just keep everything at the minimal gain. Water is what it is, but with the body fat, you can control that. You can control that. Yeah, that was great. Ron Cena this past weekend. 90s were killer for sure. I'm watching Interlude 53. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a grown man. Sorry about that, guys. Tab crashed. Yeah, I know. That was crazy. He got banned from the IFBB. That was kind of weird. I still follow him on social media and hear some of his rants and stuff like that. Yeah, tab crashed. Sorry about that, guys. We're about to shut it down in a few minutes anyway. Yeah, you could always do that. Nothing. I don't like them to the points where I want more than one. I have one. I have one. You saw one because I have one. And it's Oud for Greatness. I have the black sheep one as well. That's the South Beach color one I have. Is white, blue, and pink. Black gloss leather. Love that hat. 15 mil, 31 equivalent. Would you say that's a good offer? Shout out from London. It's about what it's going to be, especially being overseas like that. That's probably about the best you're going to find it for. Yeah. You don't realize until there's none. Yeah. Shit hurts, man. Because I started wearing Crocs to do the elliptical just to have a little bit more squish. I had to get away from the free runs because it just wasn't enough. All over the place, but mostly goat. I mean, I bought Chupalis and DTLR and just all kinds of different places. Zoomies in my 30s. Yeah, I buy most of my stuff online. I don't really shop in store for sneakers that often anymore. Thank you, man. French Defense. Oh, hey, man, enjoy working out. It's only a good thing. It's not a bony ass. There's just no fat to it. I got a rock hard glutes. It's all muscle and scar tissue. Know what I mean? It's all muscle and scar tissue. The elusive lean with a bit of size. Yeah, for sure. Fun chat tonight. Y'all have a great evening. Keep smelling great. It was good to see you, Mike. Thanks for coming to swing through. We're about to shut it down right now. We're down to 87. We're about to hit the hour and a half mark. That was all I wanted to do, was an hour and a half. I appreciate you guys coming to spend a little bit of time with me. It was great to get back, talk a little shit, fuck with Kalen a bit. Because that's the main thing. I wanted to goof off with you guys. I haven't been able to do that. Everything's been so serious, and I've been sick as shit. And it's been rough. It was rough. I gotta sit it. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend it wasn't a fucking challenge. It really was. I'm through it. We're on the other side of it. I'm happy. It was what it was, you know. Happy with the result. Nothing I could do to change anything. So all I can do is focus on the short amount of time turnaround that I have to try to make sure I'm full and carved up for this next round because I'm going to stay shredded. I'm not going to put any weight on. I'm going to stay shredded. I'm going to put a little bit of water on, but I'm going to dry back out. Just putting a little bit of water on this week. But no body fat's getting put on this month whatsoever, or the rebound diet either, the reverse diet. I'm not. It's going to take a while for me to get back to 10% body fat, guys. I'm going to make sure of that. There's going to be a slow roll to fill back out. But there's that vein that I was telling you guys about. So I still got the freaking veins in the bags of my eyes. That's hilarious. But I appreciate you guys. Tomorrow, so I got a random package I wasn't expecting from Roma Concepts. So we got some new Lord d'Espoir fragrances, 3 new ones. That I don't know what I guess one of them's a summer fragrance based on the name, but we got 3 new Paris Corner fragrances in there. It might be Louis Vuitton dupes based on the series that the other ones I have from that series are. So I'm guessing I got some new Louis Vuitton clones from Paris Corner. We're going to bust those open tomorrow. Check them out. So check them out. Stay tuned tomorrow morning if you guys are interested. So we're checking out some new Paris Corner dupes. The Roma Concepts sent my way. So check out this morning's weekly rotation if you guys haven't yet. Thank you guys for the kind words. Kaylin, thanks for being a good sport. That pretty much covers it, guys. As far as live stream, probably second half of the week, either Friday or Saturday. I promised Kaylin and Jason we'd smell some of those decants they sent me, Bodician, and some of the stuff I got from Kaylin. I've been having. We're going to do that'll be the next live stream as promised. So, we'll do some decant sniffing later this week. I get back in my groove like Stella. I get my groove back. And, that about covers it. Make sure to like the stream before you leave. See you guys on the next one. You have a good one.